856 AD, 4750 AM. An earthquake at Corinth in Greece killed 45,000 people. Another quake at Damghan, Persia, Iran, killed an estimated 200,000 people. There were many blood descendants of Israelites and Judah at both Corinth and Persia at this time. This year is 1184 years, 148 times 8, before the 2040 AD cataclysm caused by planet Phoenix that will result with higher death tolls than these at these same places. 860 AD, 4754 AM. The Rus Vikings attack Constantinople again, but are unable to breach its walls, first built by Theodosius in 413 AD, and rebuilt in 447 AD after an earthquake. Interestingly, this year was 447 years after the walls were originally constructed in 413 AD. 1. The end of empire. 861 AD, 4755 AM. The Book of the Four Masters of Ireland reveals that the Danish Vikings plundered the ancient site of Newgrange and other mound monuments. 1. Celtic Myths and Legends. Primitive Mythology. 862 AD, 4756 AM. 1244 before Armageddon. The Irish Annals of Ulster claim that the Vikings plundered Newgrange and other monuments in this year, a year discrepancy from the Book of the Four Masters. The calendrics for this year are very prominent. 622 plus 622. Enoch born in 622 AM. 1. Celtic Myths and Legends. 864 AD, 4758 AM. The Irish Annals record that both a lunar and solar eclipse occurred in this year. The fidelity of these annals has been attacked because computations reveal that the eclipses did not occur. These researchers ignore the possibility of locally transiting objects that cast their shadow upon Earth and the Moon. As seen earlier in CHRONICON 1 under 3031 BC, the number 864 is a sum that links time and space. Further, as this is 864 AD, it is also the completion of the 10th Mayan Baktun of 144,000 days, from 3113 BC, for a total of 1,440,000 days, leaving 432,000 days left to the destruction of North America in 2046 AD, and end of the Mayan long count. Further, this is 1242 years, 414 times 3, before Armageddon, and the 600th year of the Christian Coptic calendar. At this time, Arab geographer Istakri wrote of the Khazars, quote, "The Khazars do not resemble the Turks," unquote. He describes the Khazars as two distinct peoples occupying the same kingdom, short, swarthy-skinned people like Indians, and tall, white-complected people with blue eyes and reddish hair, a people strikingly handsome. These people claimed descent from the ancient Israelite tribes of Simeon and Manasseh. The Khazars adopted Judaism, which is first mentioned in 864 AD in Expositio in Matteum Evangelistam. The capital of the Khazar kingdom was Saksin, known as Saxon City. Israeli scholar Yair Davidi wrote that the nucleus of the Khazar people were the Agatharsi, and that these people had migrated from Assyria. We know that the first of the 10 tribes of Israel were deported into northern Assyria in 745 BC, and the last of the 10 tribes were deported in 721 BC, exactly 1584 years before 864 AD. One of the most famous of the early Khazar kings was named Joseph about 960 AD. 1. The Round Towers of Atlantis. 2. The meaning of Jewish history. 3. Lost Israelite identity. 865 AD, 4759 AM. As related in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, the great heathen army of the Danes landed their fleet at East Anglia, England. These Vikings were led by Ivar the Boneless, Ivar Ragnarsson. This amazing Viking chieftain suffered from osteogenesis imperfecta, which made his bones soft and deformed. Ivar moved through battle protected behind a large shield with a chair carried by a huge Viking. 1. Saxons, Vikings and Celts. 867 AD, 4761 AM. The dark satellite, a lost former metallic and rocky moon of Nibiru, passed through the inner solar system. This being the Dark Ages, there are no surviving records of any sighting. It continued on its 395-year orbit. 868 AD, 4762 AM. In this year the Danes completely finished their invasion and takeover of the Saxon kingdoms of East Anglia and Northumbria. But upon attempting to invade Wessex, the Danes experienced their first defeat. The Chinese used block printing to make their Diamond Sutra text, the oldest surviving book in the world, at least the oldest of what passes for books today as opposed to scrolls or tablets. This is 40 years after the English throne was established in 828 AD. 1. Saxons, Vikings and Celts. 2. The Discoverers. 869 AD, 4763 AM. The end of the late Mayan dynasty of Tikal, an ancient pyramid city with a history dating far into the remote past. Mayan stele reveals that the line of kings that was broken in this year had endured for 552 years, starting in 317 AD. 1. The Lost Realms, Skywatchers in the Jungle, Sitchin.